The Joe Rogan Experience.
Did you see the guy in East Palestine that talks like Mickey Mouse now?
Yeah, I did. I was just swallowing a true brain.
What's that?
It's a nootropic. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Dude was on my podcast once, a doctor, and he came up with this stuff.
Really? Is it orange
He
flavor?
was a doctor. Was he a doctor? I don't want to give anybody extra titles. You want to try one? Want to get smarter?
Okay. No. I don't want to.
Stay where you're at.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you smarter. Helps your memory a little bit. It's good for verbal memory. Sometimes the Mary Jane fucks with the mind.
Ooh, that's delicious.
It's good, right? It's nice, little liquid, little shot. I like it.
It's like a snow cone.
With the voice thing, wouldn't there be multiple videos of multiple people with that?
It could be his own reaction to it. He got a very high dose. It could be there's more people. They're not talking about
it.
it.
It says there's more people.
More people?
It's what this article says. They're going to go check door to door.
Oh, they're sending the CDC in. That
Bro,
sounds good.
this is very scary stuff.
Yeah.
Very scary stuff.
Youngstown's 20 minutes from there, and
Did
they
you
just call it East Palestine. They don't say it's 45 minutes away from Pittsburgh or 45 minutes away from Cleveland. They just call it East Palestine.
So it's getting into Youngstown, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting into everywhere, right?
Everywhere. Pittsburgh's really close.
Yep.
Columbus is not
Dude,
far away.
that's
Right.
so scary. Did you see the dead deer that they've been finding? This dude took video. He was down by the river or this creek or whatever it is, and it's just fucking completely polluted. You know, you throw rocks in it, you see big oil slicks bowl up, and he found 3 dead deer, like really close to each
That's
other.
where it is on the map.
There's East Palestine.
Youngstown's up
Wow,
here.
Youngstown's right
Pittsburgh's
there,
right
dude.
here.
Oh my God, Pittsburgh's right there.
Are those videos of it raining in Ohio where it was like foam? Is that fake?
I don't know.
Did you see
I saw
that?
The snow and all the stuff in the ground.
It's like foaming rain.
Bro, what's in those clouds now?
Yep.
Imagine.
And that's a cloudy place. They literally have the lake effect there. So the precipitation, that's where it's always
Gray
cloudy.
skies.
Always.
Oh my God. So
One-
it's sitting above you.
Yep.
Is it? Does it dissipate? What happens to the poison that gets into the air?
Goes to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, where's it go? Like if it really hovers over you, like holy shit, and comes down when it rains. What the fuck?
The video that I don't know it's real is showed a man outside and when it was raining, it just seemed like it was suds. And so that's not normal. I don't know if it's a real video. It's TikTok. But
Wouldn't you think that whatever the smoke is, like whatever the particles are, they would be too heavy to just sit in the clouds? Wouldn't you think that they would fall to the ground?
I don't know.
We're too stupid to talk
Right.
about this. What would you, Jamie? You're smarter than us. What do you think would happen? Like if chemicals were burned and they went into the clouds, would they stay in the clouds?
I think back to the movies of like the Dirty Waters just came out where they're looking into like, you know, chemical companies and people getting fucked up and there's giant lawsuits that go on forever. Aaron Brockovich thing I think was a similar situation.
Yeah.
People getting fucked up from some
Right.
chemical company.
Right.
Repeat.
Teflon.
Why would this one be different? Honestly,
No, I think it is. I think, but what I'm asking
I
is,
know.
do you think that when they burn the chemicals that they
yeah.
stay in the clouds?
We will
Does
not-
that make any sense?
I don't think they're gonna tell us and explain it to us, simple people. You know,
Bro.
some people might know.
What a mad scramble! Did you see that people were trying to blame Trump because of deregulation? But it turns out that whatever deregulation he passed wouldn't have applied to this, and also wasn't instituted. It never really went through.
They try to blame him for
Is that
everything.
true? Make sure that's true.
How?
Chat.
If
look up at
anybody can, you
ChatGPT.
can, Jamie.
Pull up ChatGPT.
What is the question?
Was the deregulation by
yes.
Trump?
Was Trump era deregulation responsible for the crash? Because I think it was not.
I don't know that.
I think-
I heard that it was about the
It was a
penalties
bearing.
for the company, not even the train.
Oh, really?
That's what I had understood.
Oh,
was what
really?
deregulation was about.
Oh, really?
The train was going to happen anyway. Remember, we looked up. It was like 1,700 a year.
So the
train lines are
deregulation
fucked
was
up.
just basically like giving money to the corporations, or letting them pay less money.
I don't know. I'm just so like first thing
Jesus.
says Washington Post analysis. So far, Trump's rollback of regulations can't be blamed for the train wreck.
There you go. And that's Washington Post. So if that's Washington Post, see, NTSB chair contradicts post that wrongly claimed Trump to blame for Ohio train wreck. But that's like a thing that people do immediately. Whenever there's something fucked up, they immediately point at Trump. He did it. Yeah. He did it. But when the problem like that is, like when you say he did it, a lot of people hear, oh, he did it. And then how many people hear the follow-up? How many people here are like, no, he didn't do it, and this is actually what happened? I bet it's probably like 60-40, right?
Yeah.
I bet like 40% find out that it wasn't true.
This is from an article that says Buttigieg calls on Trump to back reversing deregulation in wake of train derailment. They're saying it comes from this letter.
Well, maybe he's correct. Let's read what he has to say. Like maybe both things could be true, right? What could be true is that the deregulation is bad, and what also could be true is that Trump wasn't responsible for this particular crash. Both things could be true. Says one thing he can do to express support for reversing the deregulation that happened on his watch. I heard him say he had nothing to do with it, even though it was in his administration. So if he had nothing to do with it and they did it in his administration against his will, maybe he can come out and say that he supports us moving in a different direction. That seems very reasonable, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
White House has blamed Republican lawmakers in the Trump administration for lax railway and environmental regulations in the aftermath of the derailment. White House has pointed to a 2021 letter from the Republican senators to the Federal Railroad Administration urging the agency to expand the use of automated track inspection, and pointed to a Republican study committee proposal to cut to government funding for to address chemical spills. That's a weird way to proposal to cut to government funding. I just think it's just a typo there.
Yeah.
Additionally, Politico reported the Trump administration rolled back several safety measures for railways, including regular safety audits and an Obama-era rule that required faster brakes on trains carrying flammable materials. Dude, how about the fastest brakes?
Yeah.
It's containing flammable materials. How about the fastest fucking brakes you can make? But that's a true thing, though, that this particular rail that thing happened on was not set up for transferring hazardous waste, right? Or hazardous materials. Isn't that true? I think they're saying that train was not set up for having that kind of stuff on it. It's like, bro, it can just fall off the tracks going like 300 miles an hour and explode. Like, what do you got in there? And you're going to ruin everything forever all around it? Like, how long before they clean that up?
Oh, and now what are they going to do with? Yeah, so I'm
What
reading
are they
right
gonna do
now.
with this
What are they
stuff?
doing with it? They're putting it in a landfill
In
it says.
Indiana, right?
Putnam County landfill.
Great. Terrific.
Put it in the earth.
Driving it across the state to put it
If
somewhere
you
else.
own a landfill, bro, you can put anything in there. Computers, bodies, all kinds of shit. Old cocaine, like dressers.
4 hours ago, story.
Ohio toxic train disaster leads to more concerns in other states, while scientists say chemical tests in East Palestine are unusually high.
I mean,
Yeah, you think?
Look at that.
Unusually high. Really? What a crazy statement. Unusually high. How about toxic for humans? I mean, what happens to those people that can't move? Those people that are stuck there, like they can't afford to move, they got nowhere to go.
That's everybody there, by the way.
Yeah. At least it's going to be really cheap to move them somewhere else, like $550,000 houses everywhere, you know.
Bro. I mean, you got to get those people out of there.
Yeah.
Like, how dangerous is it, you think, to be there right now? Is it just groundwater, or is it air? Is it everything? Fuck, man. You know how scary that would be if you were poor and you were stuck in that spot?
Was that plane crash real that happened? The
Oh, yeah.
scientists?
Yeah, you know that story?
What happened?
Dude, a plane that was headed with, isn't it true?
It seemed that
Yeah.
way. I'm trying to double check.
I
Yeah.
want to triple check, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there were five environmental scientists who died in a plane crash were headed to East Palestine, Ohio. It says false. 5 employees of an environmental consulting firm died in a plane crash near Little Rock, Arkansas on Wednesday, but they were not traveling to East Palestine where a freight train derailed. The employees were responding to an unrelated February 20th explosion at a metals plant in a Cleveland suburb more than 60 miles away.
Okay.
Okay. So it wasn't
not
true.
the same.
So yeah. So the facts in the days since the February 22nd plane crash, some social media users have falsely claimed the aircraft was transporting environmental scientists to East Palestine, where a freight train derailment earlier in the month prompted officials to intentionally release and burn toxic vinyl chloride to avoid the danger of an uncontrolled blast. Okay, so it wasn't true. So there was a plane crash filled with scientists, but they were going to a different spill.
That seems a little fishy. Why are 5 environmental scientists going to some other thing nobody's heard of when there's this massive tragedy 60 minutes away? And that's probably the closest major. Well, I guess Pittsburgh is a more major airport that's closer, but that's the second closest.
We would have to. Well, first of all, we didn't know these scientists were going there, right? So we would have to assume they've already sent scientists to East Palestine.
Yeah.
They don't have to tell you that they're doing that, right? It's not like they make a press release like, hey, we're sending scientists to find out. Because then people would want to know, like, what's the results? Like, if the results are unprintable, like, if the results are like, oh my God, like, everyone's going to die. Like, who knows what the results are?
And we know that if it is unprintable, they're not going to tell us anyway.
So if
from
they sent,
past everything.
If they sent 5 people to this other crash, how many did they send?
5,000.
How many did they send to East Palestine? They want to, like, check for sure. They want to, like, double and triple check on this one because this is a doozy. People are calling it, like, an American Chernobyl. It's like, this is scary shit.
Yeah.
It's wild that those things happen all the time. We Googled it the other day. There's like 1,000 derailments a year. They happen all the time. Bro, fuck.
Brigham sent me a meme that was like, if you want to run a train properly, here's who you should hire. And it's that cop lady that got...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. She's in like 10 memes. Poor gal.